These verses reminded me about Qari Abdul Samad Abdul Basط. I think you all know the man. He was here many years ago on a Qiraat tour, and we flocked in our thousands. He also came to Durban, and in the city hall of Durban, packed out, he was reading so many sections of the Quran, and among them was included this portion that our young Qari read this evening. The next day, a doctor friend of mine who was responsible for the Arabic Studies Circle in Durban, Dr. Daud Mal, he meets me in the street and he questions me. Said, were you there at the city hall yesterday? I said, yes. He's asking me, did you cry? Did you cry? I said, yes, for two reasons. He's asking, what are those two reasons? So I said, you see, I don't know Arabic. I don't know Arabic as a language. But I do know some extracts from the Quran, some verses whose meaning I seem to understand, because I have been paying attention to those verses and their meaning. So I know what the person is talking about. So I said, you see, Qari Abdul Samad Abdul Basط, in the Qiraat that he read these words in his beautiful incantation, his unique manner. People describe it as a voice from heaven. His voice was a voice from heaven. His breath control, unequaled. A man who can keep on reading for 2 minutes continuously without breaking his breath. Breath control, unequaled. In his inimitable manner, he is reading these words. Of course, if I try to imitate, I'll be murdering it. But you can understand, you'll appreciate my difficulty, but I'll try. He's reading, لو أنزلنا هذا القرآن على, his usual. على جبل لرأيته خاشعا متصدعا من خشية الله. When he's reading that, when we understand the meaning, he's saying that if this Quran had been sent down, Allah is saying, upon the mountain would have shuddered and shaken and broken to pieces. In his beautiful manner, he is reading that, and I seem to understand what he's saying. And then he changes his tone. Speaking tone. He says, وَتِلْكَ الْأَمْثَالُ نَدْرِبُهَا لِلنَّاسِ لَعَلَّهُمْ يَتَفَكَّرُونَ. As if he's speaking. He spoke it. Our Qari also, he changed. I was paying attention. He also changed his tone. But maybe we didn't catch the joke. Because if he started on a talking tone, you'll think something has gone wrong with him. So he still had a little more sonorous manner of delivering the warning. That we are telling you this, Allah said, that you may imbibe some lessons from this, that you may think. Again he starts, لو أنزلنا, in his usual 2 minutes. لو أنزلنا هذا القرآن على جبل لرأيته خاشعا متصدعا من خشية الله. 1 breath, 2 minutes. Then he says, وتلك الأمثال نضربها للناس لعلهم يتفكرون. So we are telling you this, that you may think. Now his beautiful sonorous voice, the manner in which he recites makes you to cry involuntarily. Without you understanding the meaning, you and I have been crying without understanding the meaning. The music of his eloquence, the manner in which he reads it, that itself, it moves people to tears, even without understanding. If you understand, it's all the more reason why tears should flow down our eyes, our cheeks. And then he says, look, we are telling you this. Allah is telling, we are telling you this, that you may think. I says, I know. that 99% of my brethren there, nobody understood what was going on. There are two reasons for crying. Number one reason was the sound, the music, the rhythm, the style of his recitation makes you to cry. One reason. Second reason, the man is telling you, Allah is telling you through him, that look, we are telling you this, that you may think. And nobody catches the joke. This is a sad part of our Muslims all over the world. In the non-Arab world, all of us, we bacha the Quran, we recite the Quran beautifully, alhamdulillah. More especially, my Malay brethren, they read beautifully. They are nearest to Basit, they are nearest to the Arab recitation. But the bulk of us, whether Malay or Indian Muslim, or Muslims in Turkey, wherever, they don't seem to understand the message. This is, I had to share it with you, because for some reason, the Qari, his Salat he read it, and again in his Qiraat he read it. I said, now let me share this with you before proceeding into the subject. New deceit in Christian evangelism.